Human brain. First, we need to understand the difference between CNS and PNS. The brain and spinal cord constitute the central nervous system called CNS. The communication between central nervous system and other parts of body is facilitated by peripheral nervous system, which consists of cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Cranial nerves arises from brain and spinal nerves arises from spinal cord. Let us understand the difference between voluntary and involuntary actions. Voluntary actions, which are mediated predominantly by the somatic nervous system, and involuntary actions are controlled predominantly by brain. Speedy and potent contractions can be seen in voluntary actions. Rhythmic and sluggish contraction can be seen in involuntary actions. Voluntary actions needs high amount of energy, whereas involuntary actions needs low energy. Voluntary actions, if occurs frequently, we get tired, and involuntary actions never gets tired, it works continuously. The muscles of voluntary actions are under our will, and the involuntary actions are not controlled by us. Involved in the movement of parts in the body in its locomotion, and involuntary actions is involved in the motion of organs, the passage of fluids and food. Few examples voluntary actions are diaphragm, pharynx, abdominal wall, tongue, middle ear. An example of involuntary action, gland ducts, blood vessels, etc. Human brain. Human brain controls all the functions and carries information. It has folds which required for storing and passing information. It is actively involved in the movement of muscles and responding towards the stimuli. The brain is protected by bones of skull. It has a layer called meninges. The meninges is a cushion layer of membrane which protects the brain along with cerebro-spinal fluid. The human brain consists of three parts: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Forebrain is a thinking part specialized for hearing, smell, sight, vision, and also the forebrain is responsible for decision to respond and send the messages to muscles. It is associated with sensation, also with hunger. The forebrain or cerebrum consists of left hemisphere and right hemisphere. The left hemisphere is associated with logical thinking and the right hemisphere is associated with creative thinking. The second most important part is midbrain, which controls involuntary actions like blood pressure, salivation, vomiting. Midbrain is also called medulla. Third most important part is cerebellum. The medulla is located beneath the cerebrum, and the hindbrain or cerebellum controls the balance and posture of the body. The pons and medulla along with midbrain is called brainstem.